Welcome to CSET Biology, the cover page. I am Mr. Wilson. Today we're looking at incomplete dominance. And in our next lesson, we're going to be looking at codominance. We're going to try to find out in that lesson about the ABO blood group and, of course, to determine whose child it is based on blood type. Today we're going to be looking at the impatient plant and the impact that incomplete dominance has on the plant. We're going to be looking at the new phenotype that is formed as a result of incomplete dominance. So we look at incomplete dominance here, and it says that this is a type of inheritance in which both alleles are expressed in the heterozygous form of the offspring, which of course makes a new phenotype. Now it's important to note here that we have a red plant and a white plant, and we're seeing there the genotype with the location. RR for red and WW for white. And of course, the plant that we're using here is the impatient plant. Now, the new phenotype does not show the exact phenotype of a parent. So, of course, the offspring will look nothing like the parents as we're seeing here. The offspring is pink for incomplete dominance. So, a new phenotype is formed. We started out with red and white, and the offspring, the F1 generation here, is of course pink. We're seeing the heterozygous form there being RW. Now let's look at what it looks like on a genetic diagram. We're starting out with phenotype of a red plant and white plant, and the genotype there being RR and WW with the location there being C. Then we break away to the genotype RR, WW. That's of course the gamete for the genotype there. And now we're going to go into, of course, random fertilization, or one might say segregation. The F1 generation there being RW, which is heterozygous for the particular trait. W coming from one parent, R coming from the other parent. And we continue to cross, just watch the lines on the screen, and of course, the allele that's moving. Now, the final one we're going to be doing here, and if you observe, they all seem to be the same thing as we are crossing a homozygous dominant for red and a homozygous dominant for white. And of course, the phenotype of our offspring will all be the same. You can tell, being that it's in its heterozygous form. So the offsprings, of course, will all be pink plants, as you would have seen when we started out. So you could look at the genotypic ratio and the phenotypic ratio. Thanks much for watching.